What's good, y'all? It's your boy Sneed, aka Gleesh, and the Drizzler has just dropped. The Drizzler has dropped. So, I'm not going to wait too much longer to get into this, but before I get into it, this is my first video, so I just wanted to say thank you for all the people that do end up watching this. Let me know what I need to work on as a content creator, what I need to work on, whether it's audio, visuals, lighting, anything like that, so I can just make it better for y'all, the viewers. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this. The Drizzler drop. Let's get into it. The Heart Part 6. Drake, we're gonna see how Drake responds to everything that Kendrick's been saying, because Kendrick's been wilding. He's been talking crazy about that boy. So without further ado, let's see what we got. The Heart Part 6, Drake. With a Dave, I guess it's from Instagram, Dave Free Heartin. It's with hearts and the little that shit. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it without further ado.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the...
So let's go back. Let me just take that back from the beginning. Let me hear that again.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's...
So Drake's basically saying he's tapped into Kendrick's, not necessarily saying he's tapped into his lines, but he's tapped into Kendrick shit. Like he has a connect to it. And that's been the theory online, like you know, Drake set all this up. I've seen that. But you know, it's hearsay, just the same, just like the allegations that, you know, we're seeing Kendrick say about Drake. It's all hearsay, so we're all trying to figure all this shit out. So continue.
Where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls.
Shout out to 90 Jake.
Would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a...
So he's essentially saying the intel that Drake has been getting, that Kendrick has been getting, has been false info and has been bad info, essentially. So I mean, is this true? Like we don't know who's telling the truth. Don't tell no lies about me. I won't tell the truth about you. We don't know who's telling the truth. We don't know who's lying. We don't know who's doing what. But let's just take it back real quick.
The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty you...
You know what? Let me let him finish.
Not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio. It's a celebration. You gotta learn.
So Drake essentially saying he set up the whole thing of the fake daughter and everything like that. The whole info that Kendrick went with, basically saying that I set that up. That wasn't anything you found out for yourself, or somebody gave you good info. That's bad info. So you spitting on you spitting raps about shit that's not even true. So then I get what Drake is basically trying to not necessarily kill Kendrick's credibility, but for this beef, kill the credibility of what he's spitting. So you're spitting lies, I'm spitting the truth type shit.
Learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulation.
Drake's a cold dude. And I personally feel like this all stems from Pusha T. I feel like that beef with Push is what made him so calculated now in this situation. He felt like after that he has to be calculated. You have to go there and dude, he realized he had to basically use tactics to be able to win a beef after the shit with Push, because that's what you need at that point. He learned the hard way. So I guess for Drake, he's looking at it as, I'm not letting this happen again, and it's not gonna happen twice. So I understand. He's making sure, like, hey, this is war, this is beef, so I'm gonna do everything possible to make sure I come out on top. Pause. No Diddy.
Manipulated, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we
Take
dug
that
up
back.
in that escalation? You dumb and reactive to the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulated, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with dedication.
Dumb and
What about the
reactive,
bones we
nigga.
dug
I'm
up
petty
in
with
that
dedication.
excavation? Bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with
That's a bar.
dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave.
No, Kendrick ain't being a daddy. I don't like this. Come on, Kenny. Get up.
Leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected.
Wait a minute.
Not Mr. Morale. You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything.
Hey man. See, Kenny gotta crash out. He gotta crash out on that man. Kung Fu gotta crash out.
With a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected.
Drizzy Epstein.
Videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you'd rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom.
Disdirect shit, misdirect shit. Take that back. I like that. I like how we put that together.
I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected.
And the truth is, a lot of these theories that we seeing on Twitter and TikTok is hearsay, and some of the shit does look kind of iffy for Drake in some of those circumstances, but a lot of this shit is hearsay, and we can't always take TikTok videos and Twitter for the truth. But that should be a given. But continue.
Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother I, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me. I just made the whole.
Oh no. We taking it there, I see, but I mean, I guess there aren't rules in beef, so sheesh. This nigga Drake, you gotta crash out. He got crashed out on that, man. That's crazy.
And I was like, mother I, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me. I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. It's when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive. But you just never known affection. I don't want to dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing.
So it sounds like Drake is saying Kendrick is responding the way he's responding is because of the trauma he received. But if I'm not mistaken, the song that he's speaking of, it didn't actually happen to Kendrick. They thought it did, but they made him feel like it did. But but Drake is trying to correlate. You're acting like this because of the trauma you've been through, but I'm not the trauma. You gotta deal with that trauma that you went through, type shit.
Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for this shit.
So Drake is getting into talking about the allegations that Kendrick was talking about with the underages. So let's see how he goes about addressing it, because I wasn't sure if he was even going to speak on it or talk about it, or how this was going to go. But let's hear what the boy got to say.
Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly, there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and never got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment.
Talk about breeding resentment. That's like a double entendre. Breeding resentment. I can't explain that. But then breeding resentment, saying there are situations where kids are born and they're born into the world with them being resented, so being born with resentment. I took that as a double entendre. But of course, that's what we've had all throughout this whole beef, was double entendres and triples and quadruples. And if you ask people on Twitter, like quintuple or whatever the hell the number is, entendres. But let's go back.
I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly, there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major.
Ooh, D major. Wait, go back. That was hard.
Does it? You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major.
D major.
I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm the baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I'd never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker.
For the ones that don't know, the Millie Bobby Brown, that's supposed to be, he said Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, but Millie Bobby Brown, since that's who he was known for having text messages with. What those text messages said, I'm not all too sure, but the Drizzler.
Screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I'd never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman either. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature.
It feeds your
if
nature.
You still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite.
And I remember that too, because in the time that the cancellation of R. Kelly was going on, there were artists that spoke out saying, hey, if you get rid of his music, you might as well get rid of mine. And Kendrick was one of them. I do remember that. I haven't listened to R. Kelly in so long. Like, Contagious may play every once in a while, but I don't consider that the R. Kelly song. He just on the shit. But other than that, I don't listen to the pisser. But I see where Drake's going with this. He's basically saying you're a hypocrite. Because you're saying these things, but you were defending a pedophile that's in jail. I get it.
I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon. No wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor.
So Drake is essentially saying, instead of doing the hard labor of doing a rollout for your album and doing the things that, you know, you're usually supposed to do, he's like, you beefing with me and you're using me to boost yourself, or you trying to get record sales off my back, off this. You know you have an album dropping and you're using this beef to launch off my back. Pause. And they can put in the hard work. Like, put in the work. Don't try to get this off of me. Do it yourself.
Nigga, I see you when I see you, like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
Hey, that man disrespectful. That's disrespectful as fuck. That's disrespectful. Jesus.
Get your back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
I promise. That's wild.
Yeah.
You gotta fight that nigga, Kenny.
I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one to try and cover that up. I would like that one.
Which is a banger, by the way, too.
Shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game. Like, you know.
He said he brought Kenny from out the
just
woods.
let me know when we get into the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor. Like,
That beat. Prove it. That's intentional too. I like that. Is that Aretha? I think. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's Aretha.
everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor. Like,
Oh, we done? Well, shit. All right. So that was The Heart Part 6 by Drake. I don't think the beef is over. I think Kenny will reply. From that last part from Drake, it sounds like it's not even like, to him it's not over. It's just, if we're going to continue, it needs to be facts. Because according to him, everything that's been said is not facts. So I think it's going to continue. I think this is going to stretch out until probably when Kenny's album drops. But I have a feeling this is far from over. I think maybe we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm not all too sure, because at this point, what do each of them have on each other? Like, I'm not sure if Drake pressed the red button already. Like, was this the red button? Was the video, was that the red button? Like, that's what I'm wondering. Was the red button already pressed? Does Kenny have anything else? Because of this stuff possibly being false. It's very hard to say, but I really don't think this thing is over yet. We're gonna see. But like I said, this is my first video, so let me know what I need to work on, do better on, lighting, anything like that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, that notification bell. Let's get it popping, man. Like, I really want to make an impact on here, and let's do something. Until next time, I appreciate y'all. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.